Dear students, Salam Alaikum. This is topic 12, Integration by Trigonometric Substitution for the course Math 200 Calculus 2 in the semester Spring 2020-2021. Now in this topic we shall be looking in detail about trigonometric substitution. We have done it to certain amount before in certain examples, but here we will look at it in detail. Now we will be again needing the three basic trigonometric identities. The first one is sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, and it is useful to write it as sine square equal to 1 minus cosine square. Secant square minus tan square equal to 1, which you can rewrite as secant square equal to 1 plus tan square. Cosecant square minus cot square equal to 1, which we can sometimes write as cosecant square equal to 1 plus cot square. See these identities, or you can write cos square equal to 1 minus sine square depending on the situation. So today we shall analyze three types of expressions. One is a square minus x square, first one. Second is a square plus x square. Third one is x square minus a square. Now whenever we have a square minus x square, we can make the substitution x equal to a sine theta equal to x by a. In other words, theta equal to sine inverse x by a. If we are doing numerical calculations, you have to use radians and use the shift button for the inverse function. Now let's make the substitution for a square minus x square. X equal to a sine theta, you will get a square minus a square sine square theta. Now take a square common, you will get 1 minus sine square, which is equal to cosine square. We have used the first identity. Two things have become one by change of variable. And you can write under root a square minus x square as a absolute value cosine theta. Now look at the triangle. Sine theta is x by a, the red side. The blue side is calculated using the Pythagorean theorem, a square minus x square under the root. You get x equal to a sine theta, a square minus x square under the root is equal to a cosine theta d theta. Sorry, a cosine theta, absolute value. Now this is the only column where we will be doing differentiation, which is your calculus. Dx equal to a cosine theta d theta, x equal to a sine theta, dx equal to a cos theta d theta. This kind of differentiation we have done many times before in different topics. The second item is a square plus x square. The second scenario, put x equal to a tan theta, you will get a square plus a square tan square theta. Take a square common, you will get 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus tan square is secant square. Refer to the table 1 on page 1. You will get a square secant square theta. If you take the square root, you will get a absolute value secant theta. Now let's look at the triangle. Tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. Tan theta is equal to x by a. The hypotenuse is equal to a square plus x square under the root. Now let's look at the third scenario. X square minus a square. Put x equal to a secant theta, you will get a square secant square theta minus a square. Take a square common, you will get secant square theta minus 1, which is equal to a square tangent square. Secant square minus 1 is tangent square. If you take the square root, you will get a absolute value tangent theta. Let's look at the triangle. Secant theta is 1 by cos theta. Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So secant theta is x by a and x equal to a secant theta. The third side is x square minus a square under the root. This is it. And derivative of x is a secant theta tan theta d theta. In the second case, x equal to a tan theta, derivative is dx equal to a secant square theta d theta. We have seen these three differentiations before. We will be using the ideas from this table frequently in the questions in this topic. Now let's look at problem number 1. Evaluate the integral 1 over 25 minus x square under the root. Now 25 equal to 5 square. If the number is difficult, put a equal to square root of 25 in your calculator, you will get plus 5. Take the positive root. So 25 equal to 5 square, x equal to 5 sine theta, which means theta equal to sine inverse x by 5. We will need the inverse function in the last part of your answer in many situations. Now let's look at the expression. 25 minus x square is equal to 5 square minus x square, which is 5 square minus bracket 5 sin theta whole square, which is 5 square minus 5 square sin square theta. Take 5 square common, you will get 1 minus sin square in bracket, which is cos square. So 25 minus x square has become 5 square cos square. The two terms have become one term. Now if you take the square root, you will get 5 cosine theta. Take the positive square root. Now start your calculus. X equal to 5 sin theta, dx equal to 5 cosine theta d theta. Now your integration is 1 over square root of 25 minus x square dx. Now 1 over square root is 5 cosine theta. We have seen it in the algebra. Dx is 5 cosine theta d theta. Now these two 5's will cancel and cos will cancel. You will be left with 1 d theta. No need to write 1. I have written it for your understanding. Integration of theta 1 d theta is theta plus c. How much is theta? Sine inverse x by 5 plus c. Now which identity did we use? Sine square plus cos square equal to 1. Integral 1 dx is x plus c. Differentiate and check your answer. We have done this differentiation many times. Only thing is you have to recall this differentiation rule. Differentiation of sine inverse u is 1 over the square root of 1 minus u square into du by dx. That du by dx has to be remembered. Now the second problem is the same as the first problem except change in numbers. You have 1 over square root of 36 minus x square. 36 equal to 6 square. Put x equal to 6 sin theta. Theta equal to sine inverse x by 6. 36 minus x square will be 6 square minus 6 square sin square theta, which is equal to 6 square cos square theta. I will be going little bit fast here. If you take the square root of 36 minus x square, you will get 6 cosine theta. Now x equal to 6 sin theta, dx equal to 6 cosine theta d theta. Now let's look at the integral. I equal to integral 1 over the square root of 36 minus x square, and the variable is dx. Now this square root thing is 1 by 6 cosine theta. Dx is equal to 6 cosine theta d theta. 6 and cosine theta will get cancelled. We will get 1 d theta. Integration of 1 d theta is theta plus c. Theta equal to sine inverse x by 6. Just note it there and write it down. Again differentiate and check your answers. Now one thing I forgot to tell you, we can still do it. You can also put x equal to 6 cosine theta. Only thing is your answer will become minus cos inverse x by 6 plus c star. You will get a new c. When the function changes, the c also normally changes. In general it changes. You will get minus cos inverse. See, you can make the different substitutions here. Let's go back to page 1. You can put, instead of sine, you can put cosine. Your answer will be different. Instead of tangent, you can put cotangent. Instead of secant, you can put cosecant. The algebra will be similar, but the answer will look different and the c will also change. But normally we stick to this routine which we have done. Problem 3. Evaluate 1 over 49 plus x square integral dx. Now a equal to 7, 49 equal to 7 square, x equal to 7 tan theta, theta equal to tan inverse x by 7. Now 49 plus x square will be 7 square plus 7 square, 7 square, tan square theta. Take 7 square common, you will get 1 plus tan square in bracket, which is secant square. Now let's look at x equal to 7 tangent theta, dx equal to 7 secant square theta d theta. I equal to integral 1 over 49 plus x square. You will get 1 over 7 square plus secant square. Dx is equal to 7 secant square theta d theta. Now 1 by 7 square into 7 will become 1 by 7, which will go out. The secant squares will cancel. You will get integral 1 d theta. Your integration answer will be 1 by 7 theta plus c theta equal to tan inverse x by 7. Substitute, your final answer is 1 by 7 tan inverse x by 7. If you use cot, you will get minus 1 by 7 cot inverse x by 7 plus c star. Again differentiate and check your answer. Problem 4. Evaluate the integral 1 over 1 plus 64 plus x square. This question is just like the last question. 64 equal to 8 square, a equal to 8, x equal to 8 tan theta, theta equal to tan inverse x by 8. Now 64 plus x square will be 8 square secant square theta. X equal to 8 tangent theta, dx equal to 8 secant square theta d theta. Now I equal to integral 1 over 64 plus x square dx. You will get 1 over 8 square secant square. Numerator is dx, which is equal to 8 secant square theta d theta. Secant square will cancel. 8 divided by 8 square is 1 by 8, which will go outside the integration. Integration of 1 d theta is theta. So your final answer is 1 by 8 theta plus c. Put theta equal to tan inverse x by 8. So your answer is 1 by 8 tan inverse x by 8 plus c. If you use cot, you will get minus 1 by 8 cot inverse x by 8 plus c star. The c changes when the function changes. Now let's look at the third type of substitution. Evaluate integration 1 over x square minus 49. Last time it was minus x square, number minus x square. Now it is x square minus number. So put a equal to square root of 49, which is 7. 49 equal to 7 square. X equal to 7 secant theta, not sine, not cosine. It is 7 secant theta. X square minus 49 is 7 secant theta whole square minus 7 square. You will get 7 square secant square theta minus 7 square. Take 7 square common. You will get secant square minus 1, which is tangent square. Take the square root. You will get 1 by square root x square minus 49 is equal to 1 by 7 tangent theta. X equal to 7 secant theta, dx equal to 7 secant theta tan theta d theta. Now do your integration 1 over square root dx. You will get 1 over 7 tangent theta, dx is equal to 7 secant theta tan theta. Now the tangent will cancel, the 7 will cancel. You will be left integration of secant theta. What is integration of secant kx? It is 1 by k logarithm natural absolute value secant kx plus tangent kx. Now you will get logarithm natural secant theta plus tan theta plus c. Secant theta is x by 7. Now how much is tangent theta? Tangent theta is square root of secant square theta minus 1. You can either draw a triangle or use your trigonometric identities. Both are equivalent, both give the same answer. Secant theta is x by 7. And square root of secant square theta minus 1 is x by 7 whole square minus 1. Do not stop here, do some algebra. You will get x square by 49 minus 1 under the root. Do your fractions. You will get x square minus 49 by 49 under the root. Take the square root of 49, which is 7. You will get logarithm natural absolute value x by 7 plus x square minus 49 under the root by 7. In many internet websites and in many books, they will remove the 7. Those of you who recall the properties of logarithms, it is log a by b, b is equal to 7. You will get minus log 7 and all logarithm natural 7 to be precise, which you can absorb in the c. So some books will not write the 7 which you see here. They will just write logarithm natural x plus square root of x square minus 49, but we shall write the 7 explicitly here. Otherwise this 7 can be absorbed in the c. In some physical situations we have to do it. Again differentiate and check your answer. Now next, evaluate 1 over square root of 36 plus x square. You have what? Number square plus x square. So you are going to put x equal to tangent with the number. So put square root of 36 is 6. 36 equal to 6 square. X equal to 6 tan theta. Theta equal to tan inverse x by 6. 36 plus x square is 6 square plus x square. This is 6 square plus 6 tangent theta whole square. You will get 6 square plus 6 square tangent square. Take 6 square common. You will get 1 plus tan square in bracket, which is equal to secant square. Now x equal to 6 tangent theta implies dx equal to 6 secant square theta d theta. Now start your integration. 1 by square root is 1 by 6 secant theta. We have seen it here. And your dx is equal to 6 secant square theta d theta. Now 6 will cancel. 1 secant will cancel. So you will be left secant theta d theta. Integration of secant theta is logarithm natural secant theta plus tan theta. Now secant theta is square root of 1 plus tan square. Tangent we already know, it is x by 6. So copy it x by 6 here, and under the square root 1 plus x by 6 whole square, you will get 1 plus x square by 36. Take 36 common, you will get 36 plus x square by 36. Take the square root, you will get Logarithm natural absolute value of first fraction is 36 plus x square under the root over 6 plus x by 6. Again this 6 can be absorbed in the C and you can get an answer without the 6, but we will not do it. Some books do it, some websites do it. Now problem number 7. Evaluate 1 over x square square root of x square minus 9. Focus on x square minus 9. When we have x square minus number square, we are going to use secant. So put x equal to 3 secant theta because 9 equal to 3 square. Now we'll be needing this result cos theta equal to 1 by secant theta, which is that x by 3 will become 3 by x. Now x square minus 9 is x square minus 3 square, which is 3 secant theta whole square minus 3 square, 3 square secant square theta minus 3 square. Take 3 square common, you will get secant square theta minus 1, which is 3 square tangent square. Now do your algebra. 1 by x square into square root of x square minus 9. You will get 1 by 3 square secant square theta square root of 3 square tangent square, which is 3 tangent. 3 square into 3 is 3 power 3, or you can write 27, whichever appeals to you. Secant square theta into tan theta. Do not do any more algebra on this. X equal to 3 secant theta, dx equal to 3 secant theta, tan theta, d theta. Now start your integration. 1 over x square into square root of x square minus 9, and don't forget the dx. You will get 1 by 3 cube secant square theta, tan theta, into how much is dx? 3 secant theta, tan theta, d theta. Now we will do the algebra. Now 3 by 3 cube is 1 by 3 square, which is 1 by 9, which will go out. Tangent theta will cancel and 1 secant. You will get 1 by secant, which is cosine. Now integrate cosine. Integration of cosine is plus sine. So your answer is 1 by 9 sine theta. Now how much is sine theta? Because we have decided on the cosine theta. So convert sine into cosine. So you will get 1 by 9 square root of 1 minus cos square. Express this sine theta using cosine theta. That is square root of 1 minus cos square. Take the first identity from page 1. Now how much is cos square? 3 by x whole square, which is 9 by x square. 1 minus 9 by x square is x square minus 9 over x square. Take the square root. You will get 1 by 9 into fraction x square minus 9 under the root over x. Now take 9 and x together, you will get square root of x square minus 9 full divided by 9x plus c. Write plus c in the last step. Again differentiate and check your answer. Now let's look at another type of question. Evaluate x square over square root of 9 minus x square. You are doing number square minus x square, so you can make only one substitution, sine or cosine. We'll go for sine as usual. 9 equal to 3 square, x equal to 3 sine theta, theta equal to sine inverse x by 3, we might need it. Now 9 minus x square is 3 square minus x square, which is 3 cosine theta after taking the square root, and x square divided by 9 minus x square is 3 square sine square theta divided by 3 cos theta. We will not do any algebra here because we have to manage the dx also. X equal to 3 sine theta, dx equal to 3 cos theta, d theta. Now let's do the algebra inside the integral. You have 3 square sine square theta divided by 3 cos theta into 3 cos theta. Now this 3 and this 3 will cancel, cosine will cancel, you will get 3 square sine square theta. 3 square equal to 9, it will go out. You will get 9 integration of sine square. How do we integrate sine square? We will use the double angle identity. So sine square equal to half of 1 minus cosine 2 theta. Let's look at the double angle identity written somewhere in the next page. Now sine square is half of 1 minus cos 2 theta, and 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. We will be using both, one to integrate, one to change the look of the answer. Now this half will go out, you will get 9 by 2 bracket 1 minus cosine double the angle. Now there are two things, integrate one at a time. We cannot integrate sine square, but we can integrate 1 minus cos 2 theta. So integration of 1 is theta, integration of cosine is half sine 2 theta. So when you integrate cosine 2 theta, you will get sine 2 theta by 2, which we write it as half. Now your answer is 9 by 2 outside the bracket. In the bracket you have theta minus half sine 2 theta. Now convert sine 2 theta to sine theta cos theta. Double angle to half angle, you will get 2 sine theta cos theta. half into 2 is 1, so in the bracket you will have theta minus sine theta cos theta. Theta is how much? Sine inverse x by 3. How much is sine theta? Sine theta is x by 3. What about cos theta? Cos theta is equal to 1 minus square root of sine square theta. You will get square root of 1 minus x by 3 whole square. You will get 1 minus x square by 9, which is 9 minus x square by 9. Take the square root of 9, which is 3. So you will get x by 3 into another fraction, square root 9 minus x square over 3. So this outside 9 will cancel with these two 3's when you open the bracket. So you will be left with 9 by 2 sine inverse x by 3 minus half x into square root of 9 minus x square plus c. You can differentiate and check the answer here again. We will be discussing these things again in the class. See you soon inshallah in the class. Assalamu alaikum.